I got a lot of people that care about me, and it's going to disappoint them to hear that I did this. I would like to apologize to each and every one of them. Just a broken guy. Got a few screws loose, I guess. Never really knew it until now.
Maybe he's lost too.
And I think everyone feels a bit lost sometimes.
I go, how long were you happy for? Maybe a day? Maybe 24 hours?
I felt like I was useless because that's what my parents told me. That I was a failure and a loser. I believed them.
What do you wish you'd done before you died?
Paint a self-portrait.
Build a house. And you?
I don't know. Nothing. Come on, get in the right.
You have to know the answer to this question. If you were to die right now, how would you feel about your life?
I don't know. I wouldn't feel anything good about my life. Is that what you want to hear me say? Fine. Come on.
Not good enough.
Lives of quiet desperation. It's one of my favorite quotes ever because it's true. And I've been that guy.
Oh my God.
You're just in this world where you just can't wait to just run away.
What's a better question for me to ask Jordan Peterson?
How are you doing?
How are you doing? How are you doing?
Cry all the time. My eyes just won't let me.
It is, but I used to have feelings like, man, if my sibling passed away or that kind of thing, I used to wonder if I would even have any feelings, if I would even care.
Fuck do you do when you're depressed and you don't know what the fuck is going on with your life? I'm 23, I'm about to graduate. All these kind of good things are happening around me, but man, I ain't been more depressed in my life.
It's alright. We love you anyway.
I don't believe that.
You don't believe that we love you?
I don't believe that you can feel any other emotion than hate.
I'm loving you right now.
It doesn't feel like that.
Feelings aren't real. Feelings are a reaction to a perceived wound that's never been healed. Apparently you were very wounded as a child.
Yeah.
Lonely, aren't you?
A little bit.
That's okay. What have you discovered about being alone? Seek deep inside of you. What have you found about being alone?
It's peaceful.
Peaceful. Meditating.
My ex-boyfriend said he would kill himself if he wasn't with me. I call him my ex because he's gone. I've been feeling grief for 2 months now.
When I was like 12 years old, me and my 2 brothers were told that my grandfather had passed away of a heart attack. It was really sad, first death I had to go through, and then fast forward 2 years later, maybe more than that, I'm snooping through my mom's phone, and I find her Reddit account, and on her Reddit account, she detailed how my grandfather actually committed suicide.
Take the wheel. Look at you! You're fucking pathetic!
Move away from me! Get away from me! I hate you! I hate you!
Clinical depression is different. It's a medical disorder, and it won't go away just because you want it to. It lingers for at least 2 consecutive weeks and significantly interferes with one's ability to work, play, or love. Depression can have a lot of different symptoms: a low mood, loss of interest in things you'd normally enjoy, changes in appetite, feeling worthless or excessively guilty.
What the fuck do you do when you're depressed and you don't know what the fuck is going on with your life? I'm 23, I'm about to graduate. All these kind of good things are happening around me, but man, I ain't been more depressed in my life.
People talk about depression all the time. The difference between depression and sadness is just, from happenstance. Whatever happened or didn't happen for you, or, grief or whatever it is. And depression is your body saying, fuck you, I don't want to be this character anymore. I don't want to hold up this avatar that you've created in the world. It's too much for me.
And when I when I watch the Jordan documentary and I meet famous people that have succeeded at the highest levels, I go, how long were you happy for? Maybe a day, maybe 24 hours, and then what happens the next day? Back to the grind. It's not enough. Got the gold medal, back to the grind, back to the grind. It's never gonna be enough. Bourdain asked me for help. He asked me for help, like, he said, I'm fucking miserable. I'm miserable. How do you deal with it? You won't find a fucking person that will say a bad thing about him. That guy is he's so awesome. He's always looking out for you. He'll show up for you. Whatever you need, he'll take care of you.
He's an amazing guy. Very, very interesting guy.
But
intense.
and so you can't find anyone, but I'm like, you're a fucking asshole, dude. You're an asshole. You murdered yourself. You murdered yourself. You killed someone. That person happened to be you, but you couldn't even show up for yourself.
Are you afraid of death, by the way? Yes. It's hard because, like, what if you just die and then you just see nothing forever, you know? Yeah, the nothingness. It just fades to blackness and you're just like that for trillions upon trillions to billions squared years. And
Come on, get the right. You have to know the answer to this question. If you were to die right now, how would you feel about your life?
I don't know. I wouldn't feel anything good about my life.
How you doing? I'm fine. Okay, I guess you're fine. I didn't realize that fine meant I'm not fine.
David, live out you. I'm unwell. I need help. I need help. I just wanted to meet you. I'm unwell.
Is there anything I can do to help you? I'll give you a hug. Seems like you got a lot going on, man. It's all right. It's all right, man.
There's nothing there. There's nothing there.
That's not true. That's not true.
You don't understand. I don't know what this. I know you understand. I gotta go. I'm sorry.
Are you in love?
I was.
That broke my heart.
I was.
Yeah, you're probably gonna be real hard on yourself.
I warn you. I'll break your heart.
Already broken.
Walk away from me. Aaron! 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 Aaron, don't walk away.
You know, it just breaks my heart. It just breaks my damn heart, bro. It breaks my heart.
One day I'm going to die.
One day, just one day. Everybody does.
What?
Right now, you may not want to feel anything. Maybe you never wanted to feel anything. We rip out so much of ourselves to be cured of things faster that we go bankrupt by the age of 30.
Thing as a man you're never supposed to do as well, you're never supposed to admit as a man that anything hurts. The second you admit anything hurts, you automatically flunk out and fail.
Finally get an AI girlfriend with the power of ChatGPT.
But nobody wants to hear your sob stories. Keep the smile. Be so fake that, look, it becomes a way of your life.
The proceeding was created with 100% human content.
As much as awesome stuff as you want, is that good? Is that what human flourishing looks like? Or do you want to have some constraints, some limitations, some finiteness of resources, some scarcity? Maybe that's actually fundamental for human happiness. Having too much of awesome stuff, maybe that destroys the possibility of real, meaningful, deep happiness. Life is suffering, Dostoevsky, Nietzsche. Ultimately, you're going to, every good thing you have, eventually you're going to lose.
You'll have to learn to live in a very strange new world.
I don't know where I am now. I'm having trouble finding my way around.
I just feel lost. Like, I feel like I'm aimlessly wandering.
I'm tired. I'm depressed. I'm tired. I'm tired. I'm just tired. I'm hurt. I've been through stuff in my life. That's personal. No, it don't even matter about none of that. It does matter. No, listen, it does. It does. But I'm tired.
Everything, man. I work my ass off, bro.
It's hard for me to ask for help. It's hard for me to want to be part of a group. You know? It's hard for me to really commit to a group. It's hard for me to, you know, when my family's together, to stand up and tell my family that I love them, man.
You're so hard on yourself. I love that you have such high standards. But those aren't high standards. That's called perfection. And most people overestimate what they can do in a year. And they underestimate what they can do in 2 or 3 decades. And you haven't been around long enough to have those extra 2 or 3 decades. So don't fuck it up.
Men live lives of quiet desperation. It's one of my favorite quotes ever because it's true. You're just in this world where you just can't wait to just run away.
If I'm being honest, I think it's going to get worse. You know, like you look at the way we live, we're not meant to sit out, like we're withheld from the fucking sun right now.
Yeah.
So many of these things communicate with our bodies, but we get fixated on our phones, on whatever TV is going on. We're closed off from other people. We think, you know, communicating through Facebook is the same as being fucking face to face. It's not.
To me, anyway, I can't love people as well if I have these speed bumps in me. It makes kind of the highway of my heart's got a lot of. It's just, you know.
You don't deserve that kind of shit. You know what I mean? You don't deserve that kind of shit. Like I don't deserve that kind of shit. And I don't have nothing to offer her either. You know what I mean? I'm in the middle of my shit, you know? I'm fucking like, I don't even have nothing going on. I'm making this list. She's at the top of the list, but I'm not reaching out to her or nothing like that. And,
so, you know, I've spent a lot of time in my life sitting around wanting things to change. And not being able to make them change and not thinking I could. And I wish somebody had told me that earlier sometimes. That in order for something to change, there needs to be change.
So whatever you're doing, you have to do it like your life depends on it.
What song are you listening to?
I'm not listening to any music right now.
That's a weird song name.
I know, it really is.
Who's it by?
The voice is in my head.
Most men will only experience unconditional love from their mothers, and some of us don't even get that. Most of us have never even felt appreciation or respect without conditions or hidden intentions. We don't know what it sounds like to hear, "I see you, and I'm proud of you. I'm glad you're here. You really make a difference."
Statistics coming out of Hernando County today focuses on the mental health problems they're facing and lack of help. All of this comes in the wake of last week's suicide of a 12-year-old.
There's a stigma in this world that men can't talk. Listen, if you're a man and you've got weight on your shoulders and you think the only way you can solve it is by killing yourself, please speak to someone. Speak to anyone.
you okay?
Thank you for asking.
Overthinking a lot, like I was, getting down, but I don't tell nobody, none of that stuff. Like I just, anytime somebody asks me like, are you okay? I always say, I'm good, even if I'm not. Like I'm just kind of used to, getting through stuff on my own.
There are two types of people in the world. Those who wake up in the morning feeling like this, and those who wake up in the morning feeling like this. We know which one we are, but the question is, what's the difference?
Do you dream, Elliot? You scraping so hard like you ain't never asked yourself this before. I said, do you want to be here right now? And I don't mean like here, I mean here in a cosmic sense, bro.
Purpose makes us whole. Purpose gives us life. Purpose is what gets us out of bed in the morning. And without it, we're drifters. Drifting through life with no direction, no destination, and no end in sight.
Like, existence could be beautiful or it could be ugly. But that's on you.
Now some of us will say, just get through school, get a good job, follow your dreams, get married, raise a family, and make a lot of money. That's your purpose. And these are all good things that are part of purpose, but can't be purpose. Because first of all, what if these things don't work out for me? Then what? And second, what if all these things work out for me? Then what?
How do I know which one's for me? Dream. You gotta find out the future you're fighting for. Sometimes you gotta close your eyes and really envision that shit, bro. If you like it, then it's beautiful. If you don't, then you might as well fade the fuck out right now.